Hey y'all, it's Wes Cole here, and my voice is hoarse. Yeah, I have been crying, and but it's just hoarse for other reasons probably. But anyway, probably because I need some water. I had to sit about an hour ago. But anyway, you know, today's November 5. It's 2013, and of course, as y'all know by now, I'm Wes Cole, and I unfortunately put my dog to sleep yesterday. I didn't have to, but I chose to, and I know I made the right choice. But it'll always, it's the toughest choice you'll ever make, and it's a choice you make when you don't want to bring your dog home because you know she's probably going to go into a serious cardiac failure, and you know that's what you're left with. But I just want to talk about my experience today because we went to the crematory funeral home. They just do cremations there, and you know, but we went there at one today. It was myself, it was Greg, it was Aunt Janet, and it was Paris was there, and so was Barnaby. And it's neat that Aunt Janet was there because Aunt Janet went with Greg and I when we originally went to pick Tara up. So Janet was there at the very beginning and at the very end, and it was great of her to be there. Thanks, Aunt Janet. I hope I'll get a chance to show you this video. I know you're not on Facebook, but we went into the funeral home, you know, into the place today, and you know they brought Tara out. We went in there and we talked to them and everything, and then they brought Tara out, and of course she had been, you know, over at the La Vista Animal Hospital, you know, and of course she was still cold because by the time they picked her up, we tried to get there early at 1. I mean, she hadn't thawed out. The reason I'm telling you these things is not to be macabre or anything like that. It doesn't even matter to me. I'm just telling you my story today, and I need to talk about it, and I want to talk about it. And if I'm talking to myself, that's all I need, really, you know, because I know I've got plenty of people I can talk to, but this is about me just expressing what I went through. But you know, I got to tell you, I would have taken my love for Tara is so great that I would have taken her home, just cold even. I didn't even care. You know, I loved her that much, so I got to hug her and hold her and just let her know that, you know, and you know, I try not to cry on the video because Tara's with me in spirit and everything. I just the love I had for her, I just can't tell you. I never had a dog steal my heart like that, you know, and just like I had a picture on Facebook, you know, from, you know, earlier that I posted in the early 2000s. I mean, you saw us together then, and we were always together, you know. I mean, Tara was my dog, and she was Greg's dog, and we were a family. But the love that Tara and I had for each other, she just stole my heart, and she never shared me with anybody, basically. And it was kind of like that Marley story where, you know, she wasn't always the best behaved girl, but the love she gave is just like nothing I've ever seen, you know. And so anyway, to get back to the story though, but I decided I had to see everything, you know. So we took pictures that I'm not going to share personal photos that we took. Obviously, there's a couple I can show that I'll probably put on Facebook, but you know, the place was so nice. I mean, I went into the crematory. Everything was cleaned and scraped on the bottom, so there was nothing in there. And then I was able to, you know, get a lock of hair and I said I want a little bit of her toenail, and you know, and actually I'll tell you something else in a minute. But anyway, when they put her in there, I knew it was her going in there by herself with nothing else in there. And when it was done, it was only her that came out, and I saw the whole process, and I had to be there to see it because I have to know that I'm bringing Tara home, you know. That's how much I love my dog, you know. I'm not going to kid you. I considered getting her taxidermed, and Greg thought I was crazy, and perhaps I was, but that's how much I love that dog. And just a brief story, back in the early 1900s, there was a man that loved his wife so much that he couldn't even bury her. He ended up keeping her after she died in the house and stuffing her and putting perfume on her because he loved her so much he couldn't let her go, you know. And as sick as that sounds, I can say I really understand where he's coming from, you know. I wouldn't go to that degree, never. There's no need to. But the point is that you just get so used to someone in your life and that means so much to you that you just love them that much. You know, there's nothing you can do wrong. And I'm not going to kid you. I've got a piece of her bone is right here, right now. I mean, I'm physically touching my dog Tara right now, and to me that's great because she's with me spiritually and now she's with me physically, you know. And I've got her name, my name, and Greg's name written on it. So if I ever lose it, we're all together anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I just have to express that's how much I love Tara, and she's just been the best dog could ever have. And I just want to thank you, Lord, too, because I know that she's up in heaven and you're allowing her spirit to come visit me, and And I just want to thank you for getting us through this and for us having that last month with Tara, But I just got to tell you, the experience today I had, I wouldn't change anything. If you ever have to do that with your dog, and take the courage to go in there and spend some time with them, even though if they're dead, and just let them know, and just let them know how much you love them, and just also, if you're like me and you have to know that you have your dog, he said that what I did today was completely normal, and that people, when they give you when they grind the stuff up, the bones is all you have after a cremation, because obviously hair and flesh and all that, there's nothing there, it's ash basically. So the only hard ash that you can take is the bone, but he said so many people do exactly what I did, and I just feel grateful that I was able to, that I loved her so much that I made sure that she was taken care of properly in her aftercare, and that she came home with me tonight, and she's downstairs with us, and I've got her with me right now in my pocket, and I don't know, she may be here with me forever, but the point I just want to make to y'all is that y'all been great, my friends and family. I love you very much, and Tara, you know how much I love you, sweetie, and she's with me now in spirit and physically too, and she'll always mean that much to me. That's the kind of love I had for her. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm going to be okay, and just keep us in your prayers, and I wish the same for you, okay? Peace out. It's Wes.